You have heard it said that money is the root of all evil. You have been told to work hard, save your pennies, and maybe, if the stars align, you will one day retire into a comfortable shade of gray. But I am here to tell you that this is a lie. A soft, suffocating lie that has kept more genius in the grave than poverty ever has. The truth is far more dangerous and far more liberating. The truth is this: everything you see around you, every skyscraper, every empire, every gleaming piece of technology in your pocket began as a ghost. It began as a thought, a single burning image in a single burning mind. Look at your hands. Those are not just hands. They are instruments of creation, but they are lazy instruments. They wait for orders. And for too long, you have given them the wrong orders. You have ordered them to chase, to scramble, to beg. You've been running after coins rolling down a hill, and you are exhausted. Stop running. Stand still. Close your eyes. Because before a single dollar enters your life, you must build a world inside your skull so real, so vivid, so emotionally charged that the physical world has no choice but to bow to it. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. And if you are a man or a woman of frantic, empty wanting, you will attract more emptiness. But if you become a living, breathing embodiment of a vision, a force of nature dressed in skin, then money, opportunities, and allies will stick to you like iron filings to a magnet. This is not positive thinking. This is spiritual physics. This is the law that governs the universe before the law of gravity kicks in. Everything is created twice. First in the imagination, then in reality. You're living a life right now that was first imagined by a younger version of you, whether you knew it or not. If that life is small, it is because your past imagination was small. But you're not a prisoner of that past. You're a sculptor, and the clay is your attention. If this resonates with you, if you feel that flicker of heat in your chest, that quiet rebellion against the ordinary, then prove it. Prove that you're serious. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a like as a signature of your commitment. Share this with the one person you know is tired of sleeping through their own life. Because the next words are for those who stay. For those who are ready to stop reading about the fire and start walking through it. You must understand a terrible and wonderful secret. Money is a coward. It runs away from those who chase it. It hides from the desperate. It vanishes in the clenched fist. But money is also a devoted servant. It will fall at the feet of the man who ignores it. The man who is obsessed with something greater. The man who is obsessed with a problem to solve, a beauty to create, a gap in the universe that only he can fill. When you find that obsession, that vision, you will stop asking, "How do I make money?" And you will start asking, "How do I become invaluable?" And that is the exact moment the game changes. Think of the greatest story you have ever heard. It was not about a person who wanted to be rich. It was about a person who wanted to be free, or a person who wanted to build a cathedral, or a person who wanted to heal the sick. The wealth came as a shadow. It came as a side effect. It came because the universe, which abhors a vacuum, rushed in to fill the space around a person who was fully alive. You have been trying to build the house without the blueprint. You have been trying to harvest without planting the seed. The seed is the vision, and a seed is not a wish. A seed is a specific, detailed, high-definition picture of the future that you water every single day with your attention. A few moments ago, you made a decision to stay. You hit that button. You claimed your seat at the table of the bold. Do not let that be a fleeting gesture. In the next few minutes, we're going to descend into the engine room of the human spirit. This is not a lecture. This is a rewiring. So take a breath, sit up straight, and let me ask you a question that will determine the rest of your life. What do you see? Not what do you hope for? Not what do you dream about when you are drunk or tired? What do you see with the clear, hard eyes of a builder? Because a vague vision is not a vision. It is a hallucination. I want to be rich is not a vision. It is a groan. I want to own a piece of land on a hill where I can write in the morning and my children can run in the afternoon, and where the debt is zero and the peace is infinite. That is a vision. I want to start a business that solves the logistics of clean water for my village. That is a vision. I want to paint a mural so large and so moving that people travel from across the sea to stand in front of it. That is a vision. The mind is a precision instrument. It speaks the language of geometry and color and time. Give a vague instruction and it prints fog. Give it a specific blueprint and it builds the house. You must sit down tonight before you close your eyes, and you must write it down. Do not leave it in the ether. The ether is crowded with the ghosts of other people's abandoned dreams. Put your stake in the ground. Write the number. Write the date. Write the feeling. Write the smell of the air in that future. When you do this, you are doing something the 99% refuse to do. You are drawing a line in the sand between you and your former self. You are saying, I am no longer taking suggestions from my circumstances. I am giving orders. And then comes the test. The test is the waiting. The test is the silent mourning when no one claps. The test is the friend who asks, is it working yet? That is the moment of faith. Faith is not believing that you can do it. Faith is acting as if it is already done. When you walk into a room, you must walk in as the mayor of that future city. When you speak, you must speak as the person who has already solved the problem. The subconscious mind, that great and loyal servant, does not know the difference between a real event and a vividly imagined one. If you rehearse the feeling of success every night, your subconscious will guide your hands during the day to make it real. It will whisper to you at the grocery store. It will wake you up at 3 a.m. with the solution to the deal. It will pull the right person across your path. But you have to build the container for that magic. You have to build the discipline. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is the frame that holds the painting. Without it, you are just a puddle of potential. You must wake up and see the vision first. Before the phone, before the news, before the anxiety of the day. You must close your eyes and walk through your future house. Shake the hands of your future clients. Feel the weight of the freedom in your pocket. Do this for 30 days, and you will feel a strange power. Do this for a year, and you will become unrecognizable. You might feel a resistance rising in your throat right now. A voice that says, this is silly. This is pretending. That voice is the guard dog of your old identity. That dog is scared. It knows that if you change, the cage it lives in will disappear. Do not shoot the dog. Just ignore it. Pat it on the head and walk past it. Because the greatest prison ever built is the prison of the realistic mind. The realistic mind told the Wright brothers to stick to bicycles. The realistic mind told every innovator it cannot be done. You are not here to be realistic. You are here to be the ancestor your grandchildren tell stories about. Let us get practical because vision without feet is just a daydream. You have the blueprint. Now you must lay the bricks. And the first brick is attention. Where is your attention right now? Is it scrolling? Is it comparing? Is it leaking out of your ears like water from cracked jug? A man with a vision guards his attention like a mother hen guards her chicks. He knows that every moment spent consuming the drama of strangers is a moment stolen from his destiny. You must become boring to the world. You must say no to the party, to the outrage, to the endless scroll. Not forever, but for now. For now, you are in a monastery of your own making. You are forging a sword. You do not stop to watch the circus when you are forging a sword. The second brick is proximity. You are the average of the 5 voices you listen to most. If those voices are cynical, tired, or bitter, your vision will starve. You do not need to hate them. You just need to build a high fence. Find the people who are building. Find the books written by the ghosts of those who built. Sit at the feet of dead geniuses if you have to. Read Napoleon Hill. Read Marcus Aurelius. Read the biography of the woman who started with nothing and left an empire. Let their voices be louder than the voices in your break room. You can unfollow a person in real life. You have permission. And the third brick is the small, ugly, boring work. The work that no one films for Instagram. The cold calls, the early mornings, the revised draft, the refused sale. The vision is the why, but the work is the how. You must fall in love with the process more than the prize. The man who loves only the prize will cheat or quit or burn out. The man who loves the work, the craft, the daily improvement, that man wakes up 10 years later a billionaire by accident. because he was having too much fun building to notice the money piling up. There will come a storm. This is guaranteed. The day you decide to take this seriously, the world will test you. Your car will break. Your back will hurt. Someone will laugh at you. This is not a punishment. This is an exam. The universe is checking to see if you are a tourist or a settler. A tourist sees a storm and runs for the airport. A settler sees a storm and digs the foundation deeper. When the storm comes, and it will, you must not curse it. You must thank it, because the storm does not destroy the vision. The storm reveals how much you actually believe it. Hold your nerve. Hold your tongue from complaining. Complaining is a prayer for more of what you already have. Instead, in the dark moment, close your eyes and go back to the blueprint. See it brighter. The storm will pass. It always does. And when it passes, you will still be standing, but your competition will be gone. They will have washed away. That is the secret of persistence. Not running fast, just refusing to stop. You're almost at the end of this transmission. But the real work begins when the voice stops. The hook was thrown. You caught it. The rehook came, and you stayed. Now comes the anchor. I want you to look at your hand again. Those hands. They will either dig your grave or build your legacy. There is no middle ground. The middle ground is a myth. It is just the waiting room for death. You have a vision now. Even if it is blurry, it is there. Nurture it. Feed it. Protect it. Burn the boats of your old excuses. And before we part, I need you to do one more act of courage. I need you to commit publicly. Not for me, for you. Hit the like button as a contract with yourself. Leave a comment. Just one word, vision, or write the name of the thing you are building. My restaurant, my novel, my freedom. Put it into the digital world. Let's be real. Share this with someone who needs a wake-up call. Be the spark for them as someone was once the spark for you. Because here is the final, unbreakable truth. The universe is not against you. It is not for you. It is simply waiting for you to decide. Indecision is the only true poverty. Decision is the only true wealth. You have decided now. You have drawn the line. Go into the silence tonight and see it. See the life. Feel the feeling. And when you wake up tomorrow, do not ask what the world is going to give you. Ask what you're going to give to the world in service of that vision. Master the vision, not as a concept, but as a fire, and watch how fast the money, the resources, and the right people run to catch up with you. They have been waiting for you to lead. Now go, build,